everybody wears it, by the way, in Dodger blue. So that color on every uniform.
Yeah, it's a terrific thing to see all throughout baseball, and I love watching those old highlights, and I'm glad you talked so much about who Robinson was as a player. Bob, you could argue that from 1947 to 1956, he was the best player in baseball. Top 5 in average, OBP, stolen bases, runs, WAR, even though they didn't have it back then. But we have to talk about who he was as a humanitarian and the impact he had on so many. If I was drawing up a list of the most influential people in baseball history, I'd have Babe Ruth 1, I'd have Jackie Robinson 2nd.
And he made a point of saying he didn't just want to impact the game as a player, he wanted to impact people's lives.
And he did do that, and that's why my favorite quote from Jackie Robinson is about what you can do for other people. The quote reads, "A life is not important except in the impact it has on others." Now, you can say that and think that it's a great thing, but not only did Jackie Robinson say that, he lived that. And having gotten the opportunity to talk to Don Zimmer, the former Yankee coach, who was a Brooklyn Dodger teammate with Jackie Robinson, you just heard these stories about everything that Jackie Robinson had to endure to break the color line and be the first player. And there was a lot of abuse and a lot of taunts and a lot of things that came along with that that no one should have to endure. And because Jackie Robinson was the first player to do that, so many players benefited after him.
He passed away 50 years ago. Rachel Robinson, his wife, began his foundation, so it's the 50th anniversary, and she and her daughter deserve so much credit for what they've been able to do to make sure that Jackie's message has moved forward.
I've had the chance to be at some events with Rachel Robinson and her daughter Sharon Robinson, and the word that always leaps out, Bob, is elegance. And you're right, that foundation has done such a wonderful job of making sure that people are aware of who Jackie was on and off the field. About 2 decades ago, I was the New York chapter chairman of the Baseball Writers Association, and I got to introduce Sharon Robinson as she gave out the Jackie Robinson Rookie of the Year Awards. And I don't even think I realized at that moment how cool that was. But when I think of today and all that Jackie Robinson means to everyone, I think back on that night and listening to his daughter talk about her dad.